Happy holidays, y'all. We are making our own homemade sushi tonight, and these are gonna be called Maki rolls. I have already prepared the sushi rice. All this consists of basically is 1.5 cups of this brand of rice I got here from Kroger. You're gonna want to rinse your rice first, unless you like to, eat toxins and bugs and weird shit. So you rinse your rice, and then you're going to soak it for 15 minutes before you bring it to a boil on your stovetop, and then simmer it for 20 minutes. And then after you let that set up to room temperature, you pour about 1/3 cup of rice wine vinegar in it to give it its tang, and you have your homemade sushi rice. So your first investment will be getting yourself a sushi making kit, which is going to consist of some bamboo mats. And you notice that I have saran wrap over the top of this. The reasoning for that is because if you try to roll your sushi and your seaweed, which this is also another part of our process, it's a sheet of sushi or seaweed that you're gonna roll your rice out on, you're gonna need this plastic wrap. Because if you try to roll out your rice on here, it's gonna get embedded in between the reeds, and the cleanup is horrific. It's a nightmare. It takes so long. And then you have to also kind of soak the bamboo itself in warm water to get it out. And that over time will warp and ruin your bamboo sheet. So saran wrap. But I'm about to take my prepared sushi rice and I'm going to spread it on top of one of these. And then we're going to layer it. I can pick this up with all of our toppings here. And that's okay, I just dropped some cucumber, no big deal. Cucumber cut up into matchstick pieces, imitation crab, some avocado, cream cheese, and these panko crunchies here, which I showed y'all earlier. You put in a saucepan on medium heat and you cook it in 3 tablespoons of olive oil until it's golden and crispy. This is gonna serve as the crunchy part of the sushi roll. My doggy. And then some fried shrimp too. So we're gonna do a few different rolls this evening, but yeah. We're about to get started. Without further ado, we're going to start the assembly of our first sushi roll. Again, this is our sushi nori sheet here. We're going to take, I don't know if you can really tell on the camera there, but your shiny side is always going to face down on your saran wrap and your bamboo sheet. And then we will get to spreading the homemade sushi rice. I've got a little ramekin here of water set up, and that is just because I want to be able to spread this rice without it sticking to my hands. It's a little hack. So get our hands wet with this water. We're gonna take some of our rice, and you're gonna wanna leave about 1/4 inch of a border around the entire wrap. So I also have a spreader that comes with these sushi kits. It's your preference, honestly. I sometimes do better with my hands only, but I do tend to use this from time to time, so. All right. And you just want a thin layer of rice. You don't want to bulk it up. Try to make it even as possible. And once we have this layer of rice applied, we'll start layering it in our different filling. Trying to keep that border. Again, you see it's kind of sticking. Nothing water can't fix. A little bit more over on this side, and then I'm going to use my spreader. Dampen it with a little bit of water. And that way we try to get it to an even consistency across the whole sheet of the nori. All right, maintaining that border there. And we're gonna start layering it. Now we are going to begin our sushi roll assembly. I'm gonna take a few pieces of the cucumber here and put them in lengthwise, about 3. We'll cover the entire width. Followed by some avocado. some imitation crab meats. Overlayering it with 2 of them. And then the shrimp, which you see here, normally shrimp are curled up. I took our bamboo mat before I got to marinating it and rolled it out. It's a little hack to kind of take the shape out of it and make it more easy to roll inside the sushi. All right, and last but not least, our cream cheese. Go back to the top with it. All right, so we've got our fillings assembled in there. Try not to spill anything. There's the other direction. And I'm going to take the bamboo, the top towards me, and turn it in, tuck it, and pull it in towards me. Push down to shape it. As you can see, I started to make that roll look. And we're just going to continue upon that. Tight. And then sushi roll. So I've got the roll made. I've started cutting it up. I'm going to show you another roll here shortly with the crunchy on the outside of it. It's basically just inverting the roll itself after you get the rice spread out on it. But it should look something like this. All plated and so pretty. I'm about to get started on our second roll, which is going to feature our crunchy topping. All right, so roll number 2 we're about to do. You can see I have assembled the rice, left the border on. This time we're going to take the seaweed, grab the sheet of it, very carefully. Shit wants to stick. Then we're going to flip it. So that way the rice is on the outside, and after we roll all the filling on the inside, we're going to take the rice and we're going to roll it over our crunchies to do a crunchy roll. All right, so let's get started. About 3 cucumber again, 3 avocado, 2 of these imitation crab sticks, 2 of these cream cheese bits. What the hell, not we'll could do 3. And then some shrimp. And we're gonna take it now, like we did the last one, tuck it over, pull in towards us, nice and tight. All right. And roll it out. But keep it tight the whole time. So, your finished product. Granted, you will have a little bit of excess seaweed here. I'm gonna roll that out and finish it. All right, so this is the rice on the outside. Now we're gonna take our crunchies. Be liberal with the cover here, just fill it out. Top of the bamboo sheet with the saran wrap. Set it back down on there, and we're gonna roll again, just like we did before. First initial pass, tuck it in, make sure it's tight. All right. And there you have a crunchy roll. I'm about to slice it up and present it. Time to cut up our new roll. You want to have a really sharp knife so your cuts are perfect. You don't want raggedy ass looking sushi.